What's up everybody, welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name is Carrie and today we are going to be talking about yet another fountain pen. But not just any fountain pen, one that involves a giveaway. And it is this pen right here. But before we get into that, this was sent to me free of cost. I paid $0 for this. I also paid $0 for the second pen that I will be giving away. They were sent to me for the purposes of review and giveaway, just so you know, but I was not paid for the review. Therefore, all opinions expressed are my own. This was sent to me by a company called Xezo, I'm assuming is how you pronounce it. I was very careful there because it does have my address on it and you guys don't need to know that. So they reached out to me and asked me if I would review this model fountain pen right here. And I said, sure. And they said they're going to send me two and I could do whatever I wanted with it. So one, I am most certainly going to give away. In fact, it's still in the box. I haven't even touched it or anything. This one, potentially, I will give away in the future as well. But currently it's still inked up and all that kind of stuff. So it is a used model, but the one that's going to be given away is brand new, never been opened out of the box, by me at least. They sent me a nice little handy dandy sheet that tells me and you everything you need to know about it. This got ink all over my fingers. So I'm going to read through it actually really quickly with you. So it is the model Maestro 925 seashell with a fine nib. The MSRP on this is $236 USD. Each pen is individually numbered by engraving at the top part of the cap, and year of production is engraved also. Since all pens are entirely made by hand, we don't make more than 300 to 350 pieces per year of each abalone variation, which is this material here. Availability, price for sterling silver, and Paua abalone are critical elements in making these pens. These pens are also made as roller balls and ball pen versions. About this pen. Pen designed entirely in-house, screw-on cap, push-on posting. Lower barrel is handmade of solid 925 sterling silver in guilloche engraved pattern with 925 hallmark engraved at the narrow tip of the barrel. Upper barrel, or the cap, is handmade with a natural Paua abalone. All fittings are made of brass in 18 karat gold plating, stainless steel gold plated medium nib stamped, I got a fine nib, stamped with the Xezo logo and design pattern. The nib feed and housing as well as ink converter are made in Germany. Nib width is approximately 0.45 millimeters. This may not because it's fine and they were talking about medium. Anyways, these medium nibs run on the finer side. Again, I got a fine nib, so holds true. Fountain pen ink cartridges made in Austria. This pen uses standard international European size ink cartridges and is supplied with an ink converter and sterling silver polishing cloth. The polishing cloth is a Xezo website exclusive, meaning it only comes with orders made on their official website. That was a lot. But I wanted to read it just because they were meticulous in sending that to me, and I figured why not. So the pen itself is fairly heavy because it's made of a lot of material. So as mentioned, the entire body is made out of a guilloche pattern sterling silver, and it does narrow pretty significantly to the end. It's just gold. I don't see any markings or anything like that, just gold on the end. Towards the center of the barrel, there's a slight step up to the cap band and cap itself, which is made out of that abalone material. And the design around the band. You'll be able to see this much clearer in close-ups. The clip itself is pretty sturdy. Yes, I have ink under my nails as well. It's just, the habit. Pretty sturdy. So that's awesome. It does say, it's kind of hard to read, limited edition, Xezo Maestro 18 karat gold plated number 37 2020. It says that along this band here, and then just has a black piece inserted at the top. You do not need to rotate very much, about maybe half of a rotation, and the lid comes off. revealing a stainless steel grip section. You just twist the body off and you have a standard international converter that has the Xezo Germany labeled onto it. No eyedropper converting this pen. A good chunk of the weight is in the cap, so when it's in the hand, it's actually very nice. It's not a heavy pen when you take the cap off, so it actually feels pretty good. You can push to post, but it does become quite back weighted for me, so I don't like it. That said, I don't have the world's largest hands. I also typically don't post my pens, so I am a little bit more sensitive when I do to those who do regularly post their pens. But it fits quite nicely in my hand. There is a pretty significant step up between the threads and the body, but just the very, very back of my thumb touches it and it doesn't bother me at all. The nib is a standard steel nib, nothing too flashy there, two-toned, regular plastic feed, very similar to what you'd get with like an Edison pen. So fits pretty nicely. What do I like about this pen? I like that it's flashy. What do I not like about this pen? I don't like that it's flashy. I've gone back and forth since I got this pen in my collection. This is not the typical style of pen that I will ever buy usually on my own. It's a little too garish for my liking. But I like the abalone, like it draws my eye in. I do tend to stare at it quite a bit. And I find myself like getting lost in the material almost. So I like that, but it's also a bit much. I mean, the Leonardo Officina Italiana pens are probably like the flashiest ones I own. And next to that, like this has it beat in spades. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't know if I would bring this like to work or something if I worked in an office. But most people work from home these days, it seems, so maybe it's perfect for you. But I know there's a lot of people who do really like very flashy pens. And that will really suit you nicely. I like the leaf pattern that's on the cap barrel. It reminds me of when I was in Hawaii. This has no relation to Hawaii. I just really like the pattern. And it's a pretty decently solid writer, which you'll see in a moment, which ultimately is all that matters. For my liking, like I said, I don't think I would have purchased this pen, but I'm glad that they reached out to me to review it, because it would not have been one that had caught my eye in the first place. And I think that this would fit nicely in many people's homes. But let's take a look at how it writes. Real quick before we get into the writing sample, I did want to show you the box because I haven't really seen a box like this the way that it opens before. I don't typically show boxes because boxes are boring, but this one is, obviously that's their website, is different in that it opens from the top. This is the polishing cloth that they were talking about. They give you a ton of cartridges, the sleeve that it comes in, guarantee card, all this stuff. They give you a ton of material, but I thought this was so unique, and I quite liked that. Okay, let's get that out of the way. So I'm using a Galen Everyday Book, which is Tomoe River paper, and let's get writing. All right, so once again, this is the Xezo nib. It's a fine width plastic feed. Yes, I have ink on my hands. Yes, my hands are exceptionally dry. I have to use hand sanitizer and wash my hands 18,000 times a day at work, and they are showing their wear. The ink is Pilot Iroshizuku Suki Yo. So, how does this pen write? The way it's supposed to. It is your typical nib. It is exactly what you would expect, no more, no less. Not really any give. It's a fairly stiff nib. As far as wetness, it's pretty good. Not a crazy gusher, but it's certainly not dry by any means. It reverse writes no problem, and in fact feels pretty similar to just regular writing. As you can probably hear, it's loud. It reminds me of writing with a pencil. And that's pretty much the experience that you get. It does feel like you're writing with a number 2 pencil. That said, I've never had any problems with it. It never once has hard started. It never once has run dry. It's never skipped, never anything. It's been a very solid writer. I mean, it writes under its own weight. Now, granted, it's got a decent amount of weight. The grip section does get a little slippery from time to time. Because right now I have super extra dry hands. I find that it slips because I have nothing. I wish this was textured, essentially. Like, I wish that this gouache material was also on the grip section, because I feel like that would help give something to hold on to. Yeah, that was Parker. We played a little rough this morning. So I do wish that, because this does get a little slippery because it's a narrow section. So I do wish there was something, either make it plastic or give some sort of texture to it, so that my hands don't slide. I've never really had problems with metal grip sections before, but I think just because my hands have been tortured for quite some time now with all of the hand washing and sanitizing, thank you 2020 and 2021, I'm starting to actually have problems now with metal grip sections. So now I understand why some people don't love them. For quick writing sessions, doesn't bother me, but when I do longer journal sessions, I do have some slippage problems. But other than that, I do like the pen. Like I said, it's not one that I think I would go for. It's a little too in your face for me, design-wise. But that's the beauty of fountain pens, is that there is something for everyone. So if you do want to get involved in this giveaway, all you have to do to win one, and it's the exact same model, but like I said, it has not been taken out of the box or anything like that. If you want to win it, all you need to do is really simple. Just follow me on YouTube, put in the comments section down below, any comment. I mean, if you're super rude, I will delete the comment and it won't count. So don't be a trash panda, but just write any comment in the comment section below, give the video a like, and do subscribe to the channel. That's it. That's literally it. Just like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and you will automatically be entered to win. I will do the draw for the giveaway exactly 2 weeks after the publication of this video, which I will write in the comment section down below when the final date to enter will be, because on the top of my head, I don't know exactly when this is going to publish. So take a look at the comment section down below, and you will see the final date to enter and the date that I will announce the winner. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button if you've never subscribed before. And leave a comment if you want to enter. All the things that the YouTubers make you do. Oh, man. All right. I appreciate you watching. I really, really do. Have a good day. Bye, guys.